Hey, how you doing, Gemini? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host of this channel. Welcome to Printres Ocean Deep. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel. Press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Do take what you like and leave the rest. Thank you to you all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So what's going on with Geminis? Doesn't sound like you want to work on anything that's going to be negative, but you try your hardest not to, and you really feel like you want to work on things that are going to be positive, but it's very hard at this time. Okay, so that could be how you're feeling right now. If not, you're dealing with an earth sign. It does say one of these days you spoke to yourself and told yourself that you didn't need to speak about anything or anyone, that you wasn't wanting to know what was going on with you, but you try and warn yourself whether or not you should speak about things that you may not want to, or even see if you want to. You do deal with things that give you bad news or bad luck at times, or you could be telling someone this, Gemini. At times it does say that warning signs are there for you to feel like you need to communicate with whoever's there for you, support you, or maybe even put you on the right mindset, or maybe even help you with things that you didn't know or understand. Okay, could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with an earth sign here. It does say some of you guys are teaching things to each other, or maybe even supporting each other through the realms of feminine or venom, or even surgical problems. Maybe even seeing that you could surgically remove things from your mind, or maybe even help things to support yourself. Ideally, you could help yourself with other things. It does say some of you are going through detrimental problems, or maybe even mind games, or some of you are dealing with people that are warning you that you have trial and error with your mind, or even things that are going on with your brain. Some of you guys are dealing with things that don't really worry you as much, or maybe even need to help you, but certainly you will have blessed energy no matter the cause. Okay. It does say some of you guys are really wanting to know whether or not someone's going to say they have problems. It doesn't say why you want this, but you would rather speak about someone that doesn't speak to you, or maybe even speaks to you at times but doesn't want to. This person may not even study you or even see you, but at times you wonder if they're going to support you. Okay, could be an earth sign as well. This person may be wishing for time off, or maybe even wanting to know what your mind is telling you, or maybe even yearning for something or wanting you, or maybe even helping you. Some of you guys could be yearning or wanting someone, or even needing them right now, or even wondering whether or not you should say something directly to them, or maybe them to you. It does say some of you guys are dealing with whether or not people are going to ignorantly come back to you and tell you if anything has worked out just fine for you. It does say many times over you want to eagerly wait or even prepare for something that's going to happen. Okay, it does say mentioning someone to work on who they are isn't going to work out, or even trying to time a situation to see if it works is never going to be supported. If you want something to happen, you've got to work on it, or make sure you do it, or maybe even see that you've done it. At times you will really work on things and make sure you did it, and you work on yourself so well, so it's not going to be hard for you to deal with things on your own. At times you will realize that you're not speaking about things that you want, or you'll communicate with things that you do want, and things of that nature. You will time the situation. Okay, so you could be timing something here, or something could be timed. Okay, walking on thin air is not something that you want to do, but sometimes you feel like you could make sure you get across to someone's mind in the way that they thought they could get across to yours. Maybe you forgot that I had time off in my mind to send you a card, a message, or a gift, or maybe I'm telling you not to deal with me in that way. Okay, someone could be saying that to you. Okay, it could be an air sign, it could be a water sign, or it could be an earth sign. This person seems to be working on deception or manipulation, or some type of fraudulent activity, or bad moods, or bad sentimental values in their mind about who they are. Okay, it does say ideally I want to hear that she's always going to give me 1 week of time off in my mind to hear if I'm going to tell myself off. I need to know if she's going to tell me off. Okay, could be dealing with a fire sign. If not, someone wants to reunite with an idea that they may get told off or not. It does say someone here doesn't even want to hear from you, but ideally you may not want to hear from this person either. It does say sometimes you wonder whether or not you can see them for who they are, or maybe even tell them off, ideally if you need to, ideally when you want to, or when you have to, or when you feel like it. It does say when you feel like it, go and speak about it. Tell her off then. Go and say something to her. She doesn't really want to hear from you, but she's trying to warn you. Try and tread lightly, because if you do not tread lightly, something may happen or occur to your mind one day. Okay. Someone's making an offer to maybe phone someone or work on something here through a third party, inviting you into your mind to see if it's going to work out that way. It does say you will war with yourself until you understand who you are. At times you may not see who you are, or you won't want to. Ideally, if they want you to, you've got to work on that, or maybe even see that you just don't want to. At times you really want to stay out in the open about who you are, and work on your mind is something that you never saw coming, but you may have to. Okay. Something is ongoing here in the mind of somebody's, or it does say that you have to see things for who you are. Some of you guys are dealing with frenemies or friends of evil people, or even mental stress, even of situations, or even staff members trying to communicate with you about who you are. Okay. It does look like there's many times over some type of details to come in and communicate with you, or even confirm that you won't be under a good mind game for much longer. You could communicate with someone or tell them off till the cows come home. It does say some of you guys realize you're dealing with someone that doesn't want to hear from you, or even speak to you about certain things that you've got in your mind, or even say that they are sorry. They wouldn't want to do that. It's not going to be helpful to you to even ask for an apology when the person hasn't tried to harm you first, or maybe even harmed you at all. They realize that they didn't do anything wrong, and they're not going to harm you until you harm them, and then the continuation of problems will be there. Okay, but I do see someone regretting all this stress. I do see that there is some type of wish fulfillment where you keep praying as well for this stress as well, and regret it too, Gemini, in some type of way. It does say that the tune in your mind that you tell yourself to communicate with things and make sure things happen doesn't always work out just fine, but sometimes you may want to look into things that can create a problem, or maybe even give yourself a better understanding of who you are. Okay. Certainly don't want to hear what's going on with you all the time. Certainly wouldn't want to understand you all the time, but watch and see what happens in the next 2 weeks. Could be dealing with a fire sign, or maybe just someone saying this in their mind. It does say someone doesn't want to deal with you, but does want to say that they do see you for who you are, or can't understand you and really isn't that bothered, but doesn't want to hear that you're always crying, moaning, or communicating, or even vexed, or maybe even sad, or maybe even down. Okay. You could be working as well on some feelings of yours or someone else's, or maybe someone is working on some type of whining or moaning in themselves. Okay, it does look like there's an earth sign here working on a water sign, or someone's working on holding back their feelings and holding on to their feelings, as well as shutting something down, and murmurs to themselves or talks to themselves a lot, or maybe even tells themselves they've got good news coming but doesn't know which way it's going. It does say working on things that you want could happen in the near future as well. It does say when you see that black mind games are there for you to play about with, then you won't want to play with them. It does say many times over, if a situation doesn't solve itself, you will see that there's a problem. It does say many times over, you've seen a problem with people that make you communicate with people, or even say things. It does say sometimes you've got to realize when you're speaking about things that you've been doing on your own. It does say sometimes you communicate with people ongoing, and I realize why, because I've told myself to put down certain things where I want to see it happen. Okay, so this could be you that wants to see this happen as well. All right, or maybe this is someone else that's dealing with you. It could be a Cancerian or a Pisces person that's being deceptive and is working on some type of deceptive to reunite with an idea. It does say you would not want to speak about this person doing anything, but they realize they can do things to harm you or even many others. Sometimes they warn themselves not to speak, but at times they realize they're not communicating with you alone. They do realize they communicate with you and a family member that doesn't want to speak to you, but at times she can communicate with things that she's not doing inside her mind, but really around you. personally wants to know if she can tame it there, or see that problems are never going to give you good karma. Could be dealing with another air sign or a fire sign or a water sign. It does say you would really want to see why you've tamed some type of time in your mind. It says there is some type of regrets here, or people that are telling you off. Someone doesn't want to hear that you've got good karma all the time. And I've told you, stop speaking about things that you don't understand. Whoever told you to speak about me is going to call you out one day. It does say when they feel like they want to speak to you, they will speak to you. When they don't, they don't. But they won't warn you enough to communicate with what you want to say. It does say you have heard from them many times over to speak about what it is that you want. You don't want to discuss it, but you would rather play with what you have to play with and hide your hand. So some of you guys may be playing with certain things and hiding your hand. Okay, it does say no one says that this person has to communicate with me, but I wonder what's going on with them. If I want to hear what's going on with them, I really want to know. It does say general health problems is something that has been given to you here. It does say whether or not you see it, there is someone that understands that they've got the problem too. Okay, it does say it could be an earth sign, an air sign person, or a water sign person. It does say when you get the gist, you're going to hear me. It does say whether or not you understand who you're dealing with. It doesn't say that it's a good idea to drink or eat from anybody. You would rather not speak about things that you want to see. It does say people ideally want to see what's going on with this person. Is she going to call me and tell me off, or is she going to tell me that I've done something to make her feel bad? I want to hear what's going on. So there's an air sign person that's very arrogant. Whether it's you or someone else, an air sign person very arrogant with a water sign person here. Okay, or it could be this water sign person that's being direct with themselves about some stress that they're going through. It does say sometimes you realize that you don't want to see everything that's going on, but you hear a lot, and you realize that you've got good karma in your mind to hear a lot of things that have happened to a person, or even speak about what happened to them when they were mindful about what they had to do. It does say some of you are dealing with someone that put a spell on someone, or even cursed them, or even helped them to feel ill, or even resentful. Okay, all right, someone here also wants to change who they are or what they're about. They don't want to say they're sorry, but they know they did something. Someone has called someone out. Okay, could be dealing with a Scorpio, could also be dealing with Aquarius. Okay, it does say you wish you had a lot of time on your hands to solve the problem. Ideally it could be them, or it could be you. It does say whether or not you see me, I'm going to speak to you anyway. Stop calling me, texting me, or ringing me. Stop speaking to me and letting me know that you lie a lot. Okay, now someone could be mad here. It could be a fire sign, it could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. It does say someone here wants to walk away from whatever it is that they've done, or even spent time alone doing. It says no one's saying that anyone needs to speak about anyone. Why are you getting involved? Okay, Taurus could be saying this, or someone's commitments, or people that are in charge of them. It does say many times over, if this mind game isn't played out, it's going to cause someone harm, and I realize who I'm going to harm. It does say Aquarius is something that I want to see harm, so I'm going to get them. And I realize if I harm the Aquarius, Aquarius is going to fuck up whoever harmed me. Ooh. Now it does say Aquarius wants to know what's going on, but it doesn't say bad news for whatever a parental problem has happened in the past. Someone is harming someone, or using something to tarnish someone's mind, or even bad mind them, or even put them under their thumb. Okay, now this could be either you, Gemini, or maybe a teacher or someone that's taking the opportunity here to pray for a family. It does say someone here doesn't even want to see what's going on with them, but wants to know what's going on with you. Why do you always curse someone or put them down? Or why do you always have to tell them off? Why do you always have to curse them or make them feel like some type of evil is happening, or some type of shame? It does say someone here realizes that you've been doing a lot secretly, or even crying a lot, or even quiet about what it is that you've got going on. It does say many fans of yours want to know what's going on with you, or even see what's going on with them. They wouldn't want to know what's going on with you all the time. However, they do want to know what's going on with you and your work, or your commitments. Okay, or maybe even want to know with know how a person is doing. It does say when he realized that he shouldn't get involved, and he speaks a lot to you, he may say things about what you've been doing and how you do certain things that you do. Okay, could be some dark dark things. Okay, could be some dark things. I do see someone here doing some type of dark things. Okay, and is struggling as well, okay, with the truth, but has been taming some things there with some items, material, or even things that they've been doing in secret or in the dark. Okay, it does say some of you guys really hate that you did that, and you don't really want to know that you're doing it. At times you wonder if it's going to harm someone. It does say working against yourself or even your siblings is not something that you want to do, but you've been doing it for a long time and you can't stop it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it does say you may see that you've tried to end something, but you can't end it. Or maybe you've been trying to end something, but it has let go a negative mental stress on someone, or even curse them, or even penitentiary assignments here could karmically harm someone in their minds even more. Okay, it does say I witnessed this because I've been directing my energy towards them, and I want to see them pay for something that they did to me. It does say when you realize that you're not doing anything to a person but harming them, you're going to communicate something that you need to harm in your mind again and again. At times you may not want to harm this person, but you've had to do it because you heard that they were talking about you. Okay, so because you heard someone was talking about you, you may have done something to them, or maybe they done something to you. It says I work on things and I know how to do things. So if I work on them, I'm going to war with myself until I war with them. Okay, and that could be you. All right, or it could be an earth sign, an air sign, or a water sign. So let's see, anything else going on? You may even just know what someone's up to as well, Gemini, if it's not you, up to whatever this person's doing deceptively in secret here. It does say some of you guys witnessed this or even saw that you had to join in. Some of you guys may not want to join in, but you had to take the opportunity to join in, just to say you didn't want to cleverly be a part of something in your mind, or maybe you wanted it to come out and you realized you shouldn't have said something or put something down to karmically curse the hell out of someone to help them see that bad news could come to them whichever way they go in life. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow. It does say many times over, if you see someone end their mind games, then they're going to stop using you for who you are and try to communicate with what they've done to help you in your mental health. Ooh, okay. All right. Anything else? Let's see what's going on for work. Okay. Something as it's trying to close out, like something's trying to close out, or something's been left for another day, or something's happening in another country or community here. Okay. It does say understanding someone isn't going to be easy, but sorting it out may be even more easier than you think, or understanding what I did to you wasn't going to be good enough for you. I realized that I don't want to do anything to harm you, but what if I tried to make fun of you or harmed you with my mind and hell bent over trying to kick my mind again to do it again and again? Okay, now this could be you. It could be another air sign. We've got Aquarius here. We've also got earth sign here. We've also got Pisces energy here, or a water sign, but I do see Pisces strongly here. Okay. It does say some of you guys are dealing with a negative member of your family, and you realize that you don't want to harm them, but you harmed them already. You cursed the hell out of them, but you reeled out why you wanted to do it to yourself one day, and you couldn't understand what you were doing, so you told someone to do something to them that would curse them. Okay, you may have used an earth sign to do this. Okay. It does say many times over you could have used Aquarius as well, but the Aquarius is not going to take you in your mind to have fun with you about the situation. Now she sees that you're in a problem with your mind mentally, or don't know how to solve problems with your mental health, because she's been giving you a tool to use, and you may not even like it. You may not like it, but now you've used it. Are you going to use it again? Because you've been telling yourself, I'm not using this again, but I realize it's very, very useful to me to power up on something that I didn't know that I could do and harm someone, and I possibly shouldn't have done that. Oh dear. No wonder you may not use things in your mind, but at the time you may have told yourself that you could take something from your home or even in your kitchen or your fridge and use it to personally harm someone. Oh, this sounds like black magic. When's this energy going to move on? All right. So anyway, and I know not everyone's doing that. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. But someone here may feel frustrated or even, you know, messed up in the mind because of this. All right. So let's see what's going on with any other Gemini. Okay, it does say some of you guys are dealing with guilty conscience and botheration is inside your system. At times you want to make offers to this inside yourself again and again and can't help but to do this to yourself. This also sounds like some type of self-harm though. But it could be as well to harm yourself or maybe even harm someone else at the same time, but it still affects you. It does say some of you guys are going through where it does affect you to the point where you can't even feel like your mind is telling you good things are happening. It says bad news are happening to you and frenemies, family members, or even people around you that you want to see harmed. You can't help it, but you keep doing stuff to harm someone. All right, let's move on from that energy. Okay, it does say someone's at risk of talking to you or telling you off or tormenting you. At times you want to use it again. Sometimes you may speak about it though, or people will talk to you about it. It does say negative mental health institution is something that you may head to if you don't stop. Okay, this could be an earth sign that's helping you or someone that helps people in mental health situations. Some of you are dealing with negative mental health and will get karma from the situation if you don't stop using something that you've been placing down for another person to use on you, or maybe even given to you as a tool to really help yourself, harm yourself, or harm someone else. Okay, let's see what's going on with work. It does say work is just fine, but some of you guys are dealing with nonsense people or people that are taking the mickey out of you or even telling you that you won't have a good life. Okay, there could be some type of blockages. It does say some of you guys are really stressed out and can't understand when a person's going to open up and tell you off, or maybe even tell you that you've done something wrong. It does say one of these days you'll realize that you want it so bad that you'll get it. It does say bad news if you keep badgering someone or pushing them to get what you want. Okay, maybe it's even something to do with some money as well. It does say maybe even a stable job. Some of you guys are worried about your work or even a stable opportunity to work and become something great for yourself. Okay, all right. Wow. All right, let's see what's going on. Maybe some of you guys want to change job roles. Maybe some of you guys are having a hard time with work or money. All right, let's see what's going on with business. Okay, it does say things get better in a year or two or less, or someone wants to knock your door or oi you or say hello to you or even communicate with you at times. Someone doesn't know how to sponsor moving past the mental structures of their mind to take liberties, but wants to know what's going on with you. Okay. It does say sometimes people want to communicate with things that they're working on to change. At times you may want to change things or maybe even sponsor things that you've got to change in your mind, or even things that you said that you were going to do and support. You don't need to speak to anyone, but you probably don't want to see someone again and they do want to see you. Okay, so someone could probably want to see you or pop up or just kind of see you again. It does say many times over you feel like you've been left out and you're sad and you don't like it. Okay, or there could be some type of lack, all right? Or some of you could be feeling like there's an unwellness in some type of way. Some of you guys feel like there's decisions to make and want to know what's happening. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on with your love life. Gemini's love life. Okay, it does say nurturing someone that has mental health or even stress around you too much is giving you harm. It does say some of you guys are dealing with mental health people or even parents or even family members or even personal traitors or even friends of yours that feel like you're not doing a good job with your mind about things that you are doing. Okay, I do feel like some of you guys want to keep certain things hidden as well. in regards to children and parenting. It does say some of you guys are holding on to mental torture in regards to how you can support things of that nature and don't want to show anyone what's going on with your female family members, or even people that want to tell you off, in the liberty takers you would call them, that want to show you that you're not such a good member of your family. It does say you have been showing that you've been taking the opportunity to pray and pray a lot lately, and you want to know that you can be merry and happy with your family, so you don't want no one to talk about them, but you will ring someone or call them or let them know what's going on with you because you haven't heard from them in the last 2 months or 8 weeks. It does say many of you guys have been going through a lot and don't know how to certainly give yourself a lot of time off to hear from another person, but you wonder what's going on with them mostly. Okay. It does say some of you guys really want to hear from someone, but you can't pretend that you don't, and you wonder where they are and what they're doing. It does say you wonder where she is and what she's doing, do you? You always have to know what's going on with her, do you? Well, what if she doesn't want to know who you are anymore? It does say some of you guys realize that you've caused conflicts with a person till they walked out your life or don't want to speak to you anymore. It does say you wonder what happened to them and where they are and how can you communicate again? What if you need them? Okay, it does say sometimes when you're dealing with a Scorpio or a water sign, it does say they mainly don't want to speak about what's going on with anyone anymore, or maybe don't want to hear from anyone, but they realize they don't always have to speak to you, and they realize that they can speak to you when they feel like it or when they're ready. It does say when they're ready because they time a situation or see that you may need them one day, but they just don't want to get involved with whatever you're doing in regards to the bad moods or even the spells, root work, or negative mental health or problematic situations that you want to time, or maybe even say that they have to be under your thumb about, or maybe even see that you've got dire stray in your mind when it comes to things that you thought that you could have and may not need them, mindfully speaking, because you feel like you could have someone there to support you, but sometimes they feel like they may have to be there for you at times. They just don't know which way a situation's going. They may not want to hear from you. Ideally, it does say you would rather hear from this one because you want to know that she's going to be okay, or even harmed, because you want to know what's going on with the harm that you've put her under. Oh, that's so sad. That's really, really mad. That's really, really sad energy. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on. Anything else with lovers? It does say some of you guys are dealing with stress related problems to the point where you feel like your mind is telling you off, or even things that you want to hold back in your mind and don't want to speak about is telling you off. At times you feel like the female is going to come forward and talk to you. Okay, so some of you guys feel like there's a female coming forward to talk to you here. Okay, she could be a fire sign female or just a pretty looking woman here, okay, that's studying things in her mind that she likes or dislikes about men or anyone really. It does say she wonders whether or not she could see you again, or maybe even travel to you or with you. At times she doesn't want to, but she knows she may have to. At times she may not even want to send you anything. She knows that she's taking the time off in her mind to see that friends and family members are well to her. She doesn't want to hear from anyone or even deal with anyone's karma. She would rather hear that her karmic value system is going to be so good that she doesn't have to deal with any stress from anyone. Okay. Some of you all know that you want time off in your mind to do the same and don't know how to communicate that. Some of you guys really want to shut down, or even see that you have blessings that you could open up again because they've been shut down, or maybe you don't see anyone no more. At times you wonder what's happening with a friend or even a female or a family member. At times you may want to know what's going on with everyone, or what's going on with your final decisions that you've made in regards to how you look or feel around many others or people. Some of you guys see that you don't want to create drama, but you may create a lot of it at times, or may even see that it's not directly yours, but you bring yourself invited in other people's problems or situations. Okay. Sometimes you do not know how to support everything that's going on, but poor you don't want to hear that everything is there. I know that you've been troubled. Okay, this could be God, this could be Eva, this could be, be, a spiritual person, or you know, this could even be an ancestor or something like that. Okay, there's feelings of some type of death here, or someone that has died, or maybe someone didn't want to. It does say some of you dealing with people that don't want to speak about what happened to them years ago. At times you feel like you want to change, or even feel like things could change its mind on you, but ideally I don't want to hear that you've changed your mind. It does say bad news for someone that keeps tormenting someone else, or even saying they had problems. Okay, now you may feel like someone was tormenting you or tormenting someone else, or saying that they had problems. It does say there's some feelings here or some transformation going on, and it does say there's some feelings here of an ending or leaving you out and not seeing you again, and this is what this person would rather do. Okay, it could be an earth sign, a Virgo or a Scorpio. It does say some of you guys are dealing with a very mental person that feels like they're very messed up in their mind at times about things that they've gone through, but don't know how to support whatever it is that you want. When you want to speak to them, tell them, then call them, let them know. It does say you would rather speak to them directly. All this time you wanted to say hello to this person, but you can't seem to get them. Okay, it does say some of you are dealing with the stress related issues of a man here that doesn't want to speak to you too, and he may not want to say hello to you. He doesn't want to send you a card or a message. He just wonders what's going on with you at times when you're not going through good karma in your mind. Okay, it does look like it could be a water sign man here, or an air sign man. This man is always laughing. Okay, it could be a Sagittarius woman here. It does say that these two always communicate and have a lot of time in their mind to wonder if they have good news. They rather have good news and make sure that they have good news, and they don't want to hear that they have any bad news. They wonder if they could have good news with you, not speaking about it, but they wonder if you will always know what's going on. It does say many times over, if he's told you what's going on, he's going to tell her what's going on. And he realized that he's helped her with a lot of things that he didn't know that he could help her with. He has struggled many times over to help or date you, or even gift you, or even help you with everything that you've got going on, but doesn't know if he could help her in that way. Wants to know that he can walk away, or even say that he's done something. Later on this year or this week, you may hear that he's moved on with another female, and he's trying to warn you not to speak, but he doesn't want to speak to you anymore. Okay, it does say some of you guys have death wishes in your mind to kill something off or end it, making sure that the situation between you and your mind about the situation with people's minds in a way that you don't want it anymore comes to terms with an ending. Now, what I'm picking up with that energy as well is like someone trying to break some type of generational curses, okay, or some things that have been going on for way too long. Someone wants to control, rushing towards regretting something here with the past, okay, and has been judging a third party, okay, or a group of people. It does say many times over, if you see that bad news is coming, it's warning you not to speak, but it's on its way. Someone wants to speak to you or tell you off, or say you shouldn't have said something or did something to karmically give them power over you. At times they feel like they could have told you off many times over about what it is that you was doing when you spoke to them, but they don't want to hear that you're not hearing them. Okay, let's see what's going on with singles. Okay, singles. It does sound like many people want to karmically curse the hell out of someone or tell them off. It doesn't say that it's going to be good news, but what if these people don't even want to hear what's going on? They realize that they don't want to understand everything. They've given themselves time to adjust or even see that blessings could come, but they lie and maybe even not want to hear that good news comes. Overall, they feel like lying again and again and again and again, and telling themselves that they could communicate this time after time. They will communicate this until they struggle and then see that it's not worth talking about, because they keep letting down the system, or letting down a person, or letting down a trial and error or something in their mind. It says someone here realized that they keep cursing someone. It does say a female I want to see does not want me to move on, and I realized this when I told her I'm not going to move on. I don't want to move on, but what if she wants to move on and leaves me? I don't want to hear she's left me and made sure that someone else is taking my mind into my mind about what they're up to. I don't like it. I don't want to hear she's with someone else. Okay, so we've got a jealous ex here as well. Oh dear. And then we've got a group of people that are nagging, moaning, or complaining about something. Okay, it does say many of them don't know how to speak to you, but at times they wonder what's going on with you and want to hear from you time and time again. May look forward to you speaking about things, or even see you online, or may not judge you as often as they should, but do know that they communicate with things that you don't understand. They know they understand a lot more than you understand, but they realize they understand nothing but nothing, and want to communicate that they can't help but laugh and make fun of situations. Okay, could be dealing with an earth sign. There could be a Capricorn here. Okay, it does say many times over, if this female doesn't stop speaking about bad things, she's going to work on who she is. It does say blame someone else because she's not going through that problem. But if you want to hear bad news, try me. It does say when this person wants to speak about this person, it does say he needs to see her and even help her. He does love her and he wants to take her out and make fun and joke of her at the same time too. So I don't know if this is someone that's got your back or if someone that's got someone else's back, but wants to take someone out and make love to them and all that kind of stuff, but also defends this person, but also defeats them as well. It does say many times over, if this person doesn't get their mind right, they will not be speaking about what's going on, but you will understand what's going on with you. This person doesn't seem to be good enough for my family or even my friend. I realized that. I told them not to speak, but she's not going to be good enough for him. And it does say he's not going to be good enough for her. At times you feel like defending a situation or a friend, but it's not always going to be helpful. Okay, let's see what's going on with it does say a crowd of people will annoy you at times or even tell you off, or maybe even single out something for you or sell something to you. At times there's a female that wants to sell something to you, so there could be someone that wants to sell something to you. If not, this could be you selling something to someone, but someone could want to sell something to you here. Okay, someone is opening up to some money, or maybe even opening up to a gift, or maybe even helping someone to try and time a situation. All right, so let's see what's going on with relationships. Okay, what's going on with Gemini's relationship? Gemini doesn't want to talk about their relationship, but laughs at someone else's relationship and doesn't know when the problem is going to be solved. It doesn't seem to be happening, and it won't ever happen is what the person will tell you. It does say when you reunite with whatever you've got going on, it does say you'll have bad news with whoever you've been speaking to. Okay, could be dealing with an Aries. This person is taking a risk but is not ready to take their time as well to go the distance to leave you or leave something out. It says you have annoyed me so much I realize I shouldn't stay with you, but I'm working on war with my wife and I hate it. I know she hates me. She's got deliberately arms around my neck at times, breaking my mind into two pieces, telling me off and harming me at the same time too. Okay, so some of you guys going through something in your relationship. It does say someone here doesn't like to see the stress, but knows that someone is harming them, or doesn't know if what's really happening is going to happen to them. It does say when you realize someone really likes you, they don't really like you at the same time too. It does say warning, if you're a water sign man, you need to move on, because what if you're the problem? It does say this water sign man doesn't even know what he's talking about. At times he may talk about things that he don't even understand. It says, it's like someone trying to get something out. It says, can you believe me when I tell you this? This mind game is being played. He knows he doesn't really like this female though. I've told him that. I wanted to tell him that. Okay, there could be a Gemini telling him that. Okay, or someone there telling him that. He doesn't really like her. He understands he doesn't like you though, and he realized that he doesn't like you. Are you aware that she never told you what was going on, but this is the real reason why she doesn't even want you to stay in your mind about your lover? It does say your lover, because when you realize that you can work on things with your lover and don't even understand what's going on, you will take the time to use your one woman here and make her feel like she's got great news. Okay, there could be an earth sign working on you. This person's confident that they work on this fire sign man here, but this is the reason why. He says that he knows the woman that will speak to you or even give to you may help you with things that you've got going on. And it does say many times over, he's going to help you with a lot of things that he's got to give you, but he doesn't want to give you everything at once. He may help to support you with things that he's doing or not do, to support the things that you may want to do and not do at the same time too. Whatever you want to do is up to you, but you've got to use the powers in you to cure a situation or even dry it out. It does say something here in regards to what you're doing to speak about another person could be in the mind of yours, or maybe even help to have a victory or even a sentimental value ship inside yourself to say it's worked or you've done it's worked or you've done something. A lot going on in your reading. Gosh. It does say some of you guys may not feel like you have bad news, so you can work on yourself all day. And you realize that you're working on yourself today with someone that's not going to tell you nothing. And you feel like it's going to be over though. Some of you guys are dealing with an earth sign or an air sign or a fire sign that doesn't want to hear problems. It does say some of you guys are dealing with the problem in your mind and know that this person's not going to give you any punishment because they know that they have to look into whatever it is that they're doing to sort out their own mind. Say you're doing it. Work on it then. Go on, because you know you've got to take the time to work on what you're working on. Okay? All right. So someone's giving this person stuff to do. All right. Let's see what's going on. It's a lot. What's going on with I'm also hearing magician energy here. Like someone's either using some type of, some energy to manipulate someone, or they're actually trying to manifest something, or it maybe even using spell work, root work, black magic, dark energy. Let's see what's going on with marriage couples. Okay, the marriage energy is not going to be communicated to you at all. I want to see that I don't help you with the marriage. I don't want to help with the marriage because you may have a partner that doesn't want to help you with your marriage. It does say some of you guys are going through this right now with your spouse, or don't see yourself in the mind of theirs. You don't even want to hear from them right now. You've ideally wanted to give yourself time to speak about things that you're doing. You would rather see that you've got to go through mind games though with your man, because some of you guys don't understand your person, but it does say your person does understand you. And it does say some of you guys are dealing with your female in this way, or don't want to know that she's got to have a relationship with you anymore. It does say some of you guys may even feel single in the relationship, or feel like you're mad at her or him. At times you just don't know which way to go with your personal problems or things that you want to solve, but don't want to hear that you're always giving time in your mind to see that good karma can come. It does say you have to warn yourself why you're doing it though. Is the man going to help you with things that he needs? Is he going to support everything that you want? Are you going to give yourself good karma when he wants to come home or even see you one day? It does say many times over you've got to look at your mind and solve your own problems. Say that you did it. Work on yourself then, because if you try to warn yourself that you want something that you can't have, and then you want it again and again, and then you keep telling the person, do it then, go on, make sure you get it right, help yourself then, sort it out, and this person is not going to be mad at you, and they do it again and again to solve your problems with problems, then you've got to ask yourself, are you communicating good things in your mind about who you are and your man and your lover? Or maybe even your mind telling you that you've got good karma with your mind, because the man is not going to tell you off or even give you bad news, because you always leave him to go through the bad things that he goes through, but then stay with him and let him get away with it. All right, let's see what's going on with individuals. What is going on with Aries? What's going on with Aries and Gemini? Okay. Aries doesn't want to deal with Gemini right now, but they see they could move forward with them when they feel like it. It's just not time. And they want to, but they're in their head mad at the situation. What's going on with Taurus and Gemini? Taurus doesn't want to hear that they're mad at you, but they are, and they don't like to hear that you're always going to kick them down with their mental stress and help them with their mental stress. At the same time, you've been believing that you have problems with them, but don't know how to support the mind games that they've been putting down in their mind to help solve the problems with their mind. At the same time, they don't know who to trust and don't know who to support but themselves. And whether or not they see themselves doing good or bad, they don't want to solve the problem. Okay, what's going on with Gemini and Gemini? Gemini doesn't want to hear that you're always going to struggle with your mind, or even your family, or even your man. Your lover is suffering, But it does say bad news for whoever thinks that, because he's not really giving up on what he wants. He just wants to know if he can time the situation and come to you and love you and pretend that he's okay. Okay, let's see what's going on with oh, and it also says for Gemini males, they want to see when their female's going to join them with things that they want to hone in on. Okay, let's see what's going on with Cancerians and Geminis. Cancerian doesn't want to say hello to you, but got to speak about what it is that they want. Don't want to know that they can stop doing what they're doing to spark a conflict with you, or a conversation with you, or a cunningness with you. They want to know that they can build a bridge over your mind and help you out with your negative mental health, but see you for who you are, and don't want to war with you, but don't want to help you with everything. Okay, let's see what's going on with Leos. Leos and Geminis. Okay. Okay. They want to know that people are there to support them with their negative minds, or even told evil mind games to a person to support them with their problems, and maybe even get something in return. They don't know how to support this, but they do know that they can cunningly get help with whatever they need, or support talking about it, or telling someone that they can get support. They really want to know that they can do this to the point where they stop, or even see that they can get help again. They don't know if they should laugh or even situate the situation in their mind as worries. They feel sad or even down or worried at this time that they've done something and they hate it. Okay, let's see what's going on with Virgos. Virgos are not feeling anything but stress, and maybe even lessening the stress. They want to know what's going on with you, and ideally what's going on with anyone that can support them. They may not see you or even speak to you, but at times they warn you not to say hello to them or even talk to them. They don't want to hear that you're always going to have good news to support who you are, or what you're doing, or your purchases, or anything that you've got going on. They just wonder when you can move past your mind and maybe even look for things that you can support mentally. Are you giving yourself time to look for your blessings in your own mind, and even help yourself with your friends, your family, or people around you? You may not want to, but you see that you've got good karma to move past evil in your mind at times, to let the situation unfold, or even say that you want time again to see that problems arise. Okay, let's see what's going on. That's how Virgo feel about you. Let's see what's going on with Libra. Okay, Libra and Gemini. Okay. All right, Libra doesn't want to say anything yet, but they will call you or talk to you once they feel like they could, and maybe when they're ready to do so, they will talk to you again. They don't want to hear from you at this time, but they don't want to say hello to you either. They really don't want to talk to you, but war with you in your mind about when it's going to happen. Are you going to help yourself through the problems that I'm dealing with? Are you going to dish out the problem too? Because I need to know. Are you going to support me? Okay, it does say Libra wants to know this, but they don't know how to support you with everything, and they realize they don't want to help you with things that you know you want to harm them with. Okay, let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio and Gemini. All right. Scorpio doesn't want to speak to you, but they realize they don't need to. They just know that they can help you, or even tell you off at times. They don't want to hear that you're always in a timeout situation, or even feeling like you've got to support your mind with things that they've got going on. They realize that they don't know how to support you any time of the month, year, day, week, or even dress up for you and look good for you the way you want them to look. It does say bad news, because you want to see them in things that you can't even support your mind with at times. It does say blaming someone is never going to be the answer, but you've got to look forward to blessings or leave it out. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with, oh wait a minute, it says Gemini wants to know why Aquarius is always invited into their problems. Okay, we haven't got there yet. All right, I can see these energies are tossing and turning, honey. We ain't even there yet. Let's get there first. All right, let's see what's going on with Sag and Gemini. Sag is not going to hear anything from you right now. They don't want to speak to you or see you, but they will communicate that to you, or maybe even not. They just wonder when they want to see you, is it going to be worth it? They would rather not speak to you at this time, but wonder if they can secretly keep themselves to themselves or move on. They don't want to hear that blessings are going to come, but they laugh and move past the situation and move on anyway. They just don't want to hear good karma comes, and they're warning themselves not to speak. But what happens next year or next month if I still see that I'm going to have great news about who I am? All right, let's see what's going on with Capricorn. Capricorn doesn't want to hear from you, but they will hear that you're not ready to speak about them. They don't want to speak to you, but they will send you a card, a gift, or a message one day to communicate what happened to you. Where are you? Are you okay? I want to know if you're going to be my friend, because I don't know if you're going to be my lover, but I know that you can be my friend though. Okay, that's how Capricorns feel. All right, let's see what's going on with Aquarius now. Aquarius and Gemini. Aquarius doesn't want to hear that you're always in a bad mood. They're always bringing up things in their mind to study that you're going to be in a bad mood. And they wonder when it's going to happen for them to be in a good mood. But they try to warn themselves they don't want this. So they can speak about this and they can understand that it's not going to work out for you if you don't want them. Okay? It does say that you would rather see them though, but you don't want to hear that they're going to be in a good mood anyway, because you'd rather see what's going on with them in evil ways or in mental ways or in things that you can support yourself with, i.e. it can give you great gravity of stress relief if you support your mind, or maybe even put them back in their own mind about things that they are doing to surprise you. Okay, anything else? It does say that Gemini wants to know whether or not Aquarius is going to be helpful, or does it matter when they're going to be helpful? They don't want to see you right now. They're not bothered with you, and they don't want to hear that you're always bothered with them too. All right, let's see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces and Gemini. Pisces is not in the mood. They're nervous, or they're crying, or they're upset. They don't want to hear that you're always giving them good karma. They like you. They just don't want to know that. And they love you, but they just don't like it. And they hate that they hate you. And they want to love you, but they just can't. Okay, they do know that they can be loyal or even a friend to you at times. They just don't know when to give up on war with their mind and things that they want to do to support everyone else or anything else. They know they can help you with things that they didn't know that they could help you with. They loved you, but they can't understand why they still do, and they want to know when they can give up on the drama or the karma that they've got coming to them, because they lie a lot and they tell the truth at times too, but they do lie too much. Okay, let's see what's going on with your angel messages. Okay, passion. Okay, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Some of you guys may be having passionate encounters with your person, or maybe feeling passionate about something right now. Okay, so let's see what's going on with other angel messages. Passion again. Wow. Okay, we've got passion. Archangel Hanel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Okay, so some of you guys are in pursuit of things right now. Okay, and in your love life and your career life. Okay, or just things that you've just got going on in general. It says release and surrender. This came up for the last reader as well. I think this was Aquarius. It says release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. Okay. And let's see what's going on with the universal messages. Okay, this one's in reverse. Let's see why. It does say, I am the loving energy of the universe. And some of you guys may be ignoring God, honey. Yeah, maybe kind of like maybe in a reversal kind of energy as well, with certain things going on with the retrograde still here, or just feel like certain things are kind of like topsy-turvy maybe. All right, let's see what's going on with your angel numbers. Number 30, number 40, or number 4, number 10, number 15, number 37, number 27, number 46, and number 6. Okay, so that was your reading, Geminis. I will speak to you again in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.